The TV is not showing anything, not Al Jazeera, not any TV channel. They are all covering what's happening now. They are coming just to kill people. They are still coming until now and killing people randomly.
All right, so why in the world is no one talking about the Christians in Syria? Why in the world are people getting persecuted for being a Christian? And it seems like this is something that no one ever wants to talk about. Why? Is it because of the Islamic regime? Like, is it because of no one wants to talk about the reason behind these Christians getting murdered? Like, what is going on? So today we're going to be reacting to it. Here we go.
High casualties are reported in Syria, with at least 1,000 civilians killed by militant Islamists in the country's west in Latakia, Hama, and Homs. The murdered are religious minorities, including women and children. Joining us with the latest information about this is John Samara. He's executive director of Ananias House. That's an organization that works in Syria and throughout North Africa and the Middle East. John, there are a lot of rumors floating around social media. First, our viewers are concerned primarily, of course, with the fate of our brothers and sisters in Christ. So what can you tell us about Christian victims? Were they targeted? How many were killed and injured? What have you heard?
Well, Gary, thank you for having me. There is a lot of report, and right now what we're seeing, and this has become public report, official report coming also from the Orthodox Church and the Christian and as a whole community inside Syria.
Wow.
There were in the coastal area where Banyas, Latakia, and Tartus, these major cities, and all the villages and the town around surrounding these areas as well, has we seen severe attack on the Alawite people group, as this is what happened originally by Alawite militant group attacking the new security forces and killing 20 of them. Then in response, this militant group came in, plus the current security forces attacked to respond. But on the way, this militant group began to slaughter villages and towns, eradicating whole towns and villages.
Wow.
Civilian men and women, children were slaughtered. There is a building of doctors and pharmaceutical people. They went in and they slaughtered everybody in that building, with everybody, men, women, and children. A genocide taking place as we speak in the last 48 hours. It's been horrific atrocities to see this militant radical group going in. They're going into areas where Alawite and Christian villages are located, and they're forcing them to evacuate and to leave. As they forced them to evacuate and leave, they shot with cold blood, shot and killed many of them, and some of them were Christian, as a firm report coming from the field.
Yeah, they're literally, I hope the footage is going well. It's glitching here. They're literally persecuting Christians. I seen crazy videos. I was just going down the rabbit hole on Instagram, and they were literally having people parked on the side, or they're on the side of the road, and just straight up just shooting them. Literally disgusting, awful, demonic things that are happening in the name of, I guess it's political, but in the name of Allah. Like, literally, they're just and then after they'll just kill someone, they're like, peace be upon you. I'm like, what? How in the world? This is a problem. At the end of the day, I get it. Some Muslims are not like this. A lot of Muslims are, but now there are some Muslims who are like this, and it's dangerous, it's disgusting, and it's awful that they would kill someone based off of their race and based off of their religion, or based off of not being in Islam.
Orthodox Church as well. But as well, we as evangelical Christian in Syria, we lost a father and a son. A father and a son were forced to leave. They were forced to evict by this radical group. And at checkpoint, they were cold-blooded, shot and murdered. These are believers, part of the church body. And we mourn with our families, we mourn with our churches, and we mourn for the other who are innocent, have nothing to do with this battle and this war, but they're caught just because they're part of a sect. And the injustice taking place need to be stopped. Somebody need to speak up from the Western world, from the United States, and to put a stop for this. Now we're seeing a lot of opposition, and well, one of the things that we're seeing the Muslim, all the Muslim community today, where there was massive protest in Damascus, going in a major area located, a historical area in Damascus, and protesting the killing of the civilian. They're Muslim, Sunni, Christian, Alawite, Druze coming together and united, protesting this evil that taken place. But today they were faced by the HTS security forces. They began to shoot bullets in the air and beating on some of the people trying to break these protests. This is not what Syria want. This is not what the Syrian people want. This is not what the Muslim or the minority or the Christian want this.
John, let me just clarify here. So we know of a father and a son who were Christian that were killed. Other Christians being forced from their homes. Is that correct?
Yes, there are. They are being forced out of their home. Villages, Christian villages. I was hearing the report, and next to Alawite and other villages, the Christian villages as well were forced out of their homes. And there's a lot of theft happening and looting taking place right now, and indiscriminately looting, just because these are radical going in, taking anything, cars, home. But Christians have been forced out of their home, their cars been taken, their homes been taken, and some of them were shot and killed. According to today, just the Orthodox representative, the Archbishop, spoke and talked about this as well. Christians are being targeted, and so we want to we don't have exact numbers. One of our stories, some of our girls, young girls who are in college in the area called Qadmus in Damascus, they're going to university, and they took them and they held them. They put them in a room with other girls. And they kept them there for the last 2 days. They have not been released, and we were told by these are Christian believer girls, and we were told there are Chechenian foreigners are there because of their accent. They can tell, holding them and as hostage in at the university.
So let me get this straight. So these are militias, Islamist militias who did this, not government. So the Hayat Tahrir al-Shams, HTS, what are they doing about it? Are they trying to stop this? I guess the leader, El-Jilani, said that he would try to do something, but what are they doing?
So HTS has allowed these militant groups to fight alongside of them. And at the beginning, they were. I don't want to speak carefully, but I think was HTS called the support of the other militant group to come alongside, and that's to go into the coastal area. And that's when they went in there with that genocide begin to take place. And so HTS have tried today, said they're going to put a committee to investigate, and they have 2 people out of the 7 people on that committee, independent committee in Syria. 2 of them are Alawite in that committee to investigate the genocide. But the problem is, we've seen those committees being established during Assad regime in the past, and we know the result of these independent local committees. And I don't think the Syrian people have trust in that, but we'll see what they will do. Our aim, our hope that the HTS will begin to arrest and fight, go to a battle against these radical group. That's the only way we could see them as true to their world, when they go and face these radical.
Yeah. So we definitely got to be praying. So now I'm going to show you guys a video of someone actually on the ground asking for prayer.
I don't want anyone to see my face, because if they see me, they will kill me. I'm from Syria. I live now in the city of Latakia. Please, please, please. The media is not showing you anything. The terrorists are killing everyone. Children, women, teenagers, old people. Just killing. There is more than 100 bodies in my village now. Even in the city, they are just taking the children and the women and kill them. I don't know what to do with my mom and my 2 sisters. Please, you gotta help us. Nobody's talking anything about it. Not the social media or the TV channels. They are all hiding the truth. They are saying that they are killing the resistance, but this is end up 2 days ago. Please, you gotta help us. They have been killing people since 2 days until now. Hundred of bodies are thrown in the street, in the villages, and
This
in
is
the
so
city of
sad.
Syria. We are not allowed to go out of the house. They just come to the houses, take the people, kill them outside of the house, and take all the phones so nobody record or do anything. Please, you gotta help us. I have two sisters. I don't know what to do with them. If it's okay for me if I die, but not for my two sisters or my mom. One of them is a teenager. Please, you gotta help us. Nobody's talking anything about it. Human rights, United Nations, anyone, America, anyone, just please help us. You need to do, you need, you need to do something about it. The social media is not showing anything. Most of my relative people are dead in my village. There is bodies in the street. We are afraid for the little kids.
Wow.
There is nobody left. Like we are being killed. All of us, all the Alawite and the Christian. For God's sake, if you believe in humanity, if you believe in any religion that you want, just please, you need to save us. You need to do something about this. The TV is not showing anything, not Al Jazeera, not any TV channel. They are all covering what's happening now. Until this moment, there is people coming from another from another cities from Syria, like Idlib and Hama and Homs. They are coming just to kill people. They are still coming until now and killing people randomly. Not women or children or anything. They kill everybody. They are demons.
Wow. So now I'm gonna play a video from of the opposite side. This is translated.
أنه خلاص سامحناكم إخوة في الوطن. ما في إخوة في الوطن، ما في إخوة في الوطن. مسألة عقيدة والولاء، البراء والولاء. ما في إخوة في الوطن. والله ما دمتم يا أيها النصارى ترفعون الصليب في دمشق، وأيها النصيرية تقوم والأقليات تقوم بفوضى في سوريا، والله لن نترككم وسنجاهد فيكم بإذن الله عز وجل. عادي 20 سنة زيادة ما في مشكلة، ما خصني ولا شيء. ونسأل الله أن يتقبل بالذين غدرتم بهم هؤلاء الشباب. نسأل الله أن يتقبل الشهداء. الله أبو أحمد الجزائري يحييكم من سوريا. السلام عليكم.
Wow. Yeah, that's what they said. They are gonna do anything possible until, even if it takes 20 years to get rid of the Christians and then the race, the people group. So we got to be praying for them. It's sad, it's awful, and we got to pray. Like, I mean, I don't know what we could do besides pray and show awareness. I pray that God will protect those going through this very hard time and give them strength. It's difficult, it's sad. We don't even know what it's like to go through this in the United States. We don't have persecution like this. We just have people just not being sympathetic or saying that we're silly for believing in God, but these people straight up getting killed. It's awful. So let's pray for the people of Syria and the Christians there, that He will protect them and provide ways out.